Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, great.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his first pass is incomplete. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. And it's second down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. And they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
13. Hey, Haywood.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. I'm here all day. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Foles. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Looking for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Foles. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Mike, 58, right there.
Watch the slants.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go 58 to Mike. I'm coming, baby. Woo! 58.
Here's Jackson. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Ready?
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
58, boy, 58, 58, Mike.
Throwing is Jackson. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. Here's a guy on his 4th franchise in 2 years, Carlos Hyde, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Dancing to his left. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
This passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see it.
And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Come on, let's go. Under 10, under 10, 10. Go.
Foles. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run with a 3rd-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Go with 5-3. Go with 5-3.
Now Foles. And that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this will be taken at the 13. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Jackson from the shotgun. His throw incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. Got his target, Samuel. He got 29 yards that time. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
1st down, a run with Hyde. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And it appears this play. We'll check on his status when we get back. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
On the ball! On the ball! On the ball! On the ball!
All that, baby. All that.
Kill!
Watch out. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Hey, Kaden.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
Here's Foles. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
56.
Hey, Charlie!
Not today, you are. Not today.
56 to Mike. 56 is to Mike.
Let's go one more.
56. Mike, 56.
What we got? Curl.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Say.
He He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Maurice Hurst drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Buddy up! 58, Mike. Don't get nervous.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
I got you, son.
This time, Jackson will throw it. He's got his man. It's Andrews. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Set back. 58 to Mike. Watch the run.
They'll run it. Here's Hyde. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
You mine. Hustle. 58 to Mike. Go 58 to Mike. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
58 to Mike, 58.
From the 31, Jackson steps away to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Jackson. They go screen pass to Hyde. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down. At the 25.
And that's good for another Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
Now Jackson operating from the gun. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Hey, Silver. 12.
56. Mike, 56.
They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Rams on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here comes the Rams punter now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
he would have
Hayes?
just it on the ground.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because in a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
On second down, McCaffrey. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Flushed out right. He may try and run for them. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. Fourth down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A 56-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Tucker, a career 70% success rate from 50-plus. Just incredible. And the All-Pro is money from distance again there.
They ought to give him 4 points for field goals from some of the distances that this guy makes them from.
So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll make this a second down. To throw again on second down. Jackson. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On third down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Under.
Slam.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Hey, Caden.
Wide. Get wide.
Hey, shoulder.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen. Check 43.
Check.
He's checking. Crash.
Back to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Check 31. Watch safety creep. Watch
Tight.
Safety's creeping.
Under.
Check.
Back to throw here. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
54. Mike. Dude. Okay, dog.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Under.
Mike's 5'4".
Hey, Mike's 7.
They'll set up to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster. It's 4th down.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's okay. Well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out. This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On the ground, McCaffrey. And some room to roam now. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson, and he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They'll run high, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Jackson forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. 3rd and goal, Jackson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Going top shelf for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for L.A. 54 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.
I tell you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. But he's been a real difference maker so far. That's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On second and a couple, Jackson. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done.
Here we go. Get the flag.
Now on second and 16. Jackson open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. The Seahawks on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Jackson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are running away with this one.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys off to go out and get a rebound.
And he got the rebound right there. But the defense was really placed well.
Yeah, they were right there. I mean, that's where it's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the guy catching the ball, yet he still comes down with it.
Hey, here we go. I got you.
Check Mike 54.
What we got?
You remember me?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is Crowell on the catch. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down. A nice safe throw and a good one.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Foles. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That'll put him at 95 receiving yards now as he's got a first down.
180.
54 Mike. Check Mike, check Mike.
Here we go.
Now Foles. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
12.
Foles. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. .44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Good work,
The
boy.
Seahawks
Let's go.
take over first
Let's
and
go.
10 at their own 13-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator.
Blue Dan, blue Dan. Check 37, check 37.
Let's go.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here I come.
That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Kill.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6 at the 34-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Check tight. Check tight.
Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 34.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30. This is McCaffrey. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's second and 13. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. 23 yards the pickup there. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his second touchdown of the night. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but
one of our
she's
guys.
singing, too.
Oh, she's singing. She's
on, like, the fifth tune.
Yeah, she left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
On the ball! On the ball! On the ball! On the ball!
54. Drop deep, drop deep.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rolling to his right. And he rifles one incomplete. He was in search of his tight end, Tyler Higbee. That'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Sean Davis that time on the tackle. On play action, they'll throw.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Juju Smith-Schuster with his second TD of the game, his sixth on the year. And the Rams do gain a bit of respectability. Gay is on for the point after. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Got it. Go 58's the mic. I'm scared. Single. Hey.
Play action. It's Jackson. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 43-yard line.
Let's go now. 60 yards. 58 the mic. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
Check. Check 3. Go.
from the gun. Jackson being chased out left. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now,
the ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go!
Tonight, 180.
54 Mike.
Hey, get in the weight room.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Harry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it. He's got a man. Complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Rush in.
He'll drop to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown, L.A. Juju Smith-Schuster, 33 yards. And it's for pride now, but the Rams do get a bit closer. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Here's Jackson throwing again. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points.